Good evening, members of Spiritual Decrypted Encounters. For those that are tuning in on Restream, YouTube, Facebook, and for those who follow my showreel TikToks under HCS895, how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody is doing great. As for me, I was having some technical difficulties here for about 15 minutes. Uh, Hopefully, I'll solve the problem here. See if we can go live. Copy this link again and send it over to Cousin Jesse. Go. Let me share off this link real quick, brothers and sisters, whoever's tuning in. How's everybody doing tonight? Tonight we have a Bruja Lechuza night. Bruja stands for witch, and Lechuza stands for owl, or some people call them harpies. There we go. We're going to find out what kind of crowd tunes in tonight. Normally we have a pretty good turnout of individuals late at night, all the night owls that come out and represent. I'm sending the link to all the locations that I shared to. Okay. There's Cousin Jesse.
The best ingredients you can create things that will foster connections.
Hello.
I don't know. Oh, you're on you. Yeah, I got to figure it out, Primo. I got out of all the apps and restarted it, and everything's working fine.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me on, dude. It went back to the original way it was, where I opened up in Chrome, and that's how I got in. It wouldn't let me in the other way.
So there's something definitely happening. I don't know what's going on, but we got it working. That's the important part. No, you're not late. We're running a little bit late. That was due to so we're having technical difficulties. But we got it. We got to figure it out.
How you doing, Roddy Mom?
Let me see what other places I can share it to, cousin.
So how's your Friday night going, Roddy Mom? I'm sitting here drinking a soda, listening to some Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, and Of course, I got my Lechuza, Lechuza shirt on tonight.
Oh, look at the eyes, they glow.
It's gonna
Not
be
me, man.
My Friday night shirt, cousin.
I'm wearing my spiritual samurai. What's
You got another device on,
up,
primo?
Bella Hernandez? Welcome in. Yeah, I'm about to turn it off. There, turned it
Oh,
off.
okay. I was hearing something on the background.
Yeah, I was listening to Pink
Oh,
Floyd,
Pink
man.
Floyd.
Yeah, I was listening to a song, Three Pigs, the different ones from the album Animals.
Makes you wonder, man, about the watchers, right? Since they like to watch, what likes to watch,
Yep.
and how likes to watch. Most of the photos of those disembodied, demonic Nephilim, the DDN, that's what they're doing in all the photos is just watching. The same things that watch like
Mm-hmm.
that will be the Fae, which is part of the like the DDN. They're like the DDN also, but they come from the magical
Welcome in,
realm
Miss
of
Fury.
fairies and stuff. How you doing, Matt Fury? We spoke last night. We're not going to talk about nobody tonight. We're just going to stick with the show. We're supposed to have somebody co-host with us, but sometimes they always run late. But whether they show up or not, we're going to continue on with the show, like we always do here on Spiritual and Cryptid Encounters. Bruja stands for witch. You know, if we were to say brujo, that would stand for a warlock, right?
Warlock.
Or brujo is like a male witch. And then your lechuza is the owl, like a harpy. But lechuza is the manifestation that the witches take. I'll let cousin Jesse say a little bit things to y'all.
Well, yeah, man.
I know
Uh,
Maria
they
Maria
get this.
D right there. She knows a lot of this stuff.
She's in
Yeah,
here. I didn't see her come in. There you are. What's going on,
yeah, she
Mary?
knows
How
a
you
lot
doing?
about this.
You know
Maybe
about.
she's got some stories she would like to share because where they used to live, man, by the canal, they had encounters with the Llorona all the time. I used to, I used
So
to,
what do you say,
I used to
Maria?
see
You
her.
want to jump on?
I know he's not dealing with the Llorona, but I used to see her all the time by the canal by the Elsie Smith. She'll be standing by the fence, and when all the kids would be playing softball, but it's like I was figuring out why come nobody's seeing her. I'm seeing her, and she's just looking. Then sometimes I see her standing by the other fence, and she'll be trying to call me to go to her. She was dressed all in white. But this was
You want to come and share some of the Chusa stories,
the
Maria?
Chusas Brujas. That's the topic here tonight. Within the balance, you got good witches and bad witches, right? Within the balance,
Bad witches get houses dropped on them.
they get their toes
But
curled
no,
up by a house landing on them.
yep, yep. But yeah, in essence, a lechuza is a witch that has sold her soul to get the power to manifest into a bird-like creature. Who's that?
Hmm.
Who's that?
It's X-Men's daughter.
Oh, all right. Nice to
No,
meet
this is a
you.
little duende. Look, it's a little duende. Look,
Uh-oh. Oh,
yeah,
look, it's a little bunny. Yeah, she don't want to come on.
she said not yet.
It's okay. Take your time. You got to crawl before you walk. But yeah, I ran into my first Lechuza, ladies and gentlemen, back in, I'm going to say 75. We were living up in the mountains of Mexico because my dad was hiding us from the welfare, which, was my mom looking for us. So he took us up into those little ranches where he grew up. And I remember sitting by a fence in the dark and something passed by whistling. And I whistled back, and my cousins were like, "Hey man, don't whistle because that's a bad thing. It's gonna come back and try to take your eyeballs." And I told him he was full of crap, and then they were all telling me the same thing. So they planted a little seed of fear in there. And when we went to bed, we were living in a mud hut with a straw roof, and the front door and back door, they were the kind of doors that you could open the front and close the top and close the bottom. They were both like that, and the one in the front of the house, it was closed completely, but the one in the back of the house, the top was open, just the bottom was closed. Hello, Linda, how you doing? And uh, made a space on the floor in the kitchen in the middle of the hut, and took the chance of getting stung by scorpions and spiders and whatnot. They had a dirt floor. And as I was laying there, I was looking toward the window, the back door, because I used to sleep right by that back door, and I heard like the fluttering of wings, and then I heard somebody walking, and then I saw an arm come inside the door, and he was looking on the bed trying to find me, and I'm watching the whole thing from the floor, and then I see the silhouette of a face of an old lady that stuck her head in and was looking with her both hands now, and then she took off because she couldn't find me. So yeah, that was my first encounter with a lechuza. I think I was 75 or 7, and until I met my friend Juan, who could actually turn into one. Yeah, but that's a different story. Here you go,
But you
cousin.
never
Back
you
to you.
never really visually
No,
seen
I've
them turn
never
into
really
it.
seen him turn, but that the stuff he told me, it could it was it could only have been him because nobody was following me, man.
Not unless he was following ninja style.
No, he don't have that kind of skill, man. Because he would have to gone through that yard I went through where the dog came out and I had to jump the fence. He would have had to go by Tavos and get attacked by Tavos dogs at the junkyard.
Okay, here's a couple of share a couple of pictures of this lechuzas that people have drawn that I grabbed, and I'll show you some of the footage I got after I showed these pictures. I got these pictures off. I googled them. There you go.
Ooh, a lechuga. A lechuga. Hi, mija. How you doing? Look, cousin, my daughter's in here too.
Oh, your daughter's here.
Yeah, Valerie.
How you doing, prima? Uh, Prima Valerie. I guess it's
Wow,
supposed to
man.
be lechuza in transformation, right? That she
Yeah,
has the
yeah.
ability to transform to an owl to a lechuza, but it look like it's got the wings here. So this will be the witch, and this will be the transformation
Yeah.
from the witch to the transformation of an owl.
Yep, yep.
Uh, it just only got one pick.
Only
Uh,
one.
I don't know where I send the other ones to. Let me make sure I send them.
My daughter says hi, cousin.
How you doing? Uh, That's weird.
Where did her arms go, man? So both of her arms turned into another leg? Is that what I'm seeing?
Well, that's just a you know, they're drawing that somebody drew. So here's another one.
Wow.
They have the body of an owl, but then the face of a woman. And this is the kind of things I would see down there in the Rio Grande Valley, where they be flying. You could see a face of a woman. Now, of course, owls, they do look like a face. They have a face, but the ones that will come and land with the word dark black lechuzas, which would be dark witches, dark brujas, and they were all black. I'm talking about every feather, everything was black. There was nothing white or nothing brown. It was all black. And I seen something like this walking, but it was all black. When they walk, the wings are closer. They're not spread open like that. The wings are closer, so it looks like a person because it looks like a tall person because the wings will be closed up.
Looks like they're
Uh,
wearing a cape.
and
Hello,
then
Lisa McClendon.
they walk sideways, side to side. So you sit in the silhouette, something big like around 7 foot, 8 foot tall, walking down the street, thinking it's a person, but it's really a lechuza or a bruja. No, I guess that's how they lure people in too. You think it's a person, and you go up to it, and it turns around and it's gonna scratch you in the eyes with them talon, then claws. Look at that. And of course, remember I told you they turn all black.
Quote the Raven, Jesse snores.
So this one was kind of like in the form of a harpy, but you see all the black. That's what I witnessed, cousin. The one that's all black.
That's the one you kept hitting with rocks.
Yep.
Welcome in, Monica. How you doing? Hello, hello,
And I
Lisa
would
McClendon.
hit it with a rock, and you could hear the thump. But it was so big that it wouldn't move. But once it was out of its transformation, it had its welts.
Sitting in a wheelchair.
Let me see if I can find a couple more pictures.
Yes, Lisa McClendon. Welcome to Lechuza and Bruja Friday.
We'll put her to the side here, beside us. Yes, welcome everybody. Oh, we kind of chopped her head off there. There we go. We have her up there in the little corner. That's what I would see. The ones I seen was all black like that, like that picture right there. There's a Matt Furry says I heard some person per person story just the other day. Dude woke up with say a human body with a bird head was standing at his bed.
Yep. Somebody sent out a Lechuza after him
Or a bruja.
that wanted to make him a slave. What's going on, Juan Avila? ¿Qué pasquis, vato?
Juan Avila, how you doing? Let me see if I can find another picture.
I was about to white it up too, Juan. I was going to say greetings and salutations. Going on? I say, how's your Friday going, man? Seen any brujas or lechuzas? Oh, wow. That hurt. Mm. How's everybody's Friday night going? Me, I'm sitting here having a Coke and a smile, wishing it was something else. that we don't need to drink, right, cousin?
No.
There was that one time at band camp. I just I never went to band camp, man. Yeah, that could be worthy of a real hot shower, Juan Avila. I had to do that earlier. I cut my yard and my neighbor's yard today. I pooped it. I'm glad to hear, Monica, that your Friday's going good. No clubbing tonight. Not even a movie.
I think I might have one more picture here that that I found. To me, I can mimic the sound and everything because after seeing them so many times since I was 3 years old till I've seen them all my life. I know I can mimic the way they sound when they make the screech sound. I can mimic the sound real good.
I feel you, Lisa. I got me a Coke. I'm having a Coke and a smile.
I got another picture right here. Let me work on that one here.
My daughter says that she hears those the chusas all the time.
They're still out there, man, in the Valle in Raymondville.
Hello, Cynthia. How you doing? Welcome in.
We got and I'm way behind on the chat. There's Prima Valkyrie, got Sister Lissa, Monica. Erika, I'm caught up.
Cynthia just came in. How's your night going, mija? Y'all having a good time over there? There ain't no lechuzas out there tonight, are there? Because we know Raymondville's full of them.
Okay, here we go. Let me share this. I think I got another picture I can share with you.
Un poquito,
By the
Cynthia.
way,
Ah, cabrón. So that's what I look like in the morning when I get up. Wow.
let me make it bigger. There you go.
Wow.
We got
My daughter,
the Lechuza in the house, La Bruja.
my daughter says that they sit on the light pole across the street from her house.
Tell her she's got any stories she would like to
They
share
will not
here.
be near the
She
house.
tell her I'll put a link and she can jump on. She don't have to put the camera on. She can speak if she if she's up to it. If she's up to it.
What do you say, mija? You want to come and share a lechuza story? You, let me
Yeah,
know so
there's a lot
we
of
can
people
put the
that
link.
don't know their existence, that they're the lechuzas or or brujas. They don't know that. Where we come from, that's what we grew up with. Seeing in the sky, flying around, and them making a whistling sound, screeching sound, and if you whistle back, they come after you, try to scratch you. I got a
Ooh,
scratch on my face.
armadillo, armadillo. Please don't scratch me, armadillo. Ooh, scratch me, armadillo. It's up to you, mija, if you want to come and share a lechuza story.
Yeah,
We try to get your mama on here, but she says she's not ready.
yeah. I got a couple of stories of the lechuzas. Uh, I could share the one when I
Congratulations.
was a kid, but I'll share one that as an adult. You know, she
She
said
said,
sure.
yeah.
All right.
Click on the link that he's going to send you, Mia. If you don't want to be on camera, just turn the camera off and just use your mic.
There you go. There it is. I'm more interested you got stories because they're still there, man. When me and my brother went, we had some activity happen at the house. That was like around 7 years ago, 8 years ago. During the day, you could hear them chanting "Las Brujas." That looks creepy, no? The picture right there, with him.
Yeah, that really does, man. That's exactly what that silhouette looked like, man. When it looked in the window, when I saw it back and when I was a kid.
Okay, let's. Okay, let me get her in here. All right, let me take that other picture of the Lechuza off.
Hello, baby girl.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Cuz.
Hello.
Hello.
So you got an interesting Lechuza story?
Yes. Okay. So, we live in the Rio Grande Valley, right? Okay. So these lechuzas are everywhere. And over here, it's normal for you to hear whistling and flying, and you'll see these big owls that are super white flying in the sky, man. And we live on the west side of Raymondville, right? Okay. So we live over here by the El Smith, and where we live at, there's a park on the next block over, and you'll hear, and down this, a little down away from us, there's a canal, and the lechuzas will come from the canal, right? They'll come from the canal, and they'll go to the park, and they'll be whistling, I guess, looking for like whoever's out at night. You know what I mean? And they'll sit on the pole, and they'll be whistling, and well, we're so used to it already. Like, people are scared of them because they're like these big white owls, right? Or black owls or brown owls. And they're like a lot bigger than regular owls, right? And the screeching noise they make is like a scream or a whistle, depending on the type of color of owl that it is, right? So they'll some people are scared of them, but we're used to it. So we'll like tell them, get out of here. You ain't got no business here, or for them to leave or whatever. And they don't come to our house, but other people, they'll see them and they'll be like, "Oh my God, it's a lechuza," and they'll go inside the house and they'll hide. So I guess we're the weirdos because we're there screaming at them for them to leave. But
Well,
yes,
that's what you're supposed to do is if you see them, tell them to leave. But sometimes when they come in numbers, like 6 or 7 of them,
yes,
then it's hard to try to get them to leave because
yes,
they're so big. I've seen them land by the tree right beside our house, and they're humongous. Like some dark ones, some black ones. They were like
yes,
I would say like 7 foot, 8 foot tall, 9 foot tall, huge. And I
big.
would hit them with caliche with the rocks, and they would you could hear the thumps like thud, and you could hear the echo of the vibration of how hard I hit them uh, go through the body of the lechuza, and you could hear like somebody go, "Ugh," when I would hit them. So I would tell them to fly, they would move. The lechuza, just what it would do. When I would tell it to leave, it wouldn't go, and it looked to the other one that was beside it, and then he just looked at me like this sideways a little bit. Then I start hitting with a caliche, but they wouldn't fly. Then it's like looking. I guess the one beside him might have been the leader of the lechuzas or whatever, the brujas. But the one
Hmm.
on the edge got the beating because I pounded it with. I was a pitcher in little league, so I was a good shot, and man, so
He
that
was
would happen
probably
at
looking at
nighttime.
the other one like, did you see that he just like threw something at me? Like, what did I even have to do with it? I'm not the leader. He is.
I was like 11 years old. So it's like that evening for about 11 years they were doing that, just coming to her house every Saturday, like 6 or 7. But there's a backstory to that.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I know is after I would do that, I went the following day to the because my grandmother went over there and told it something in a different language, and next thing you know, all the lechuzas flew away from the trees, right, or the brujas. So I'm at the HEB, and she's great. She would take me so I can grab her the stuff that she will point, right, that she needed. And as I was getting her little juguitos, the Texan, you know, there was this lady looking at me real ugly. But what was weird about this lady, she was an old lady and she was bandaged up. She had bandages, she had bruises all over her body. And then I seen that her eye was all swollen, as like, and it was all on the right side where she was messed up. And she's looking at me real ugly, and saying something like bitching me out. It's like, oh, so you're the lechuza
All
you're the one that was with the
Oh,
one that
you
was
got
sitting
her.
with the Kalita. That was her. So she was pissed off. She didn't know what to tell me because she would give up her identity, but I knew it was her because it was her right side that was all banged up, all bruised up,
Mm-hmm.
purple
Yep.
cuts, you name it.
Damn, cousin, because of you, they started calling her Lefty.
It was old. It was an old lady too. She had to be up there in age, like 75. Her in her human form, she was like 5 foot. No, she was like 4'9", 4'8". But in her Lechuza transformation, she was huge. But yeah, she was banged up pretty bad.
That's funny, man.
So that's one thing I
Yeah.
know. That's one thing I know that if you shoot at a lechuza, that you might kill the witch. Because if I hit it with the rocks and she had the effects of it, the bruises, that means that when she's in transformation, she can still get harmed.
Yeah. Well,
She
just
can,
like if you catch them when they're an owl, they'll transform and they'll still be in the cage that you caught them in. They'll transform human, like wherever you, like, let's say you put them like somewhere where they cannot get out of, like if you padlock it or whatever and they can't get out of it as a human, they'll still stay trapped in there. They're not gonna get out. They'll transform as like their human selves. Because I had a friend that they went fishing and they caught one, right? And in the morning, it wasn't an owl that he caught; it was a woman that was there
oh
inside the
wow.
room. Yeah, it
How
was
old
a
was how
woman.
old was the woman that
She was an older woman. He said that it was an older woman that he had that was there, but he
and
doesn't.
sometimes
He did.
some of them, they're not even from our hometown, they come from other locations,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
Mexico, from other locations.
yeah. Because
Because
she was speaking Spanish, and he didn't even know how the lady got in the room when they had put an owl in there. And they had locked the room, and they don't know how the lady got in there if it was an owl that they had put in the room. You know what I
what
mean?
color, what kind of owl was it that they put in there?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know that the next day that he was like freaking out and that he was talking to us about it. And we're like, dude, you caught a lechuza and you didn't even know it. So yeah, but
Yeah,
yeah,
Cynthia, I was about to remind people that your dad shot a lechuza and then cut her leg off, and then she died later after that. That's crazy.
wow.
Yeah, because they have to manifest back to their human form. Uh, to my understanding, these brujas, that they're to my understanding is when they manifest into the lechuza, into the owl, right? That their skin, the human skin, is somewhere. Their human skin, the bruja, right? The human skin, their flesh is stashed away somewhere. That they got it hidden somewhere when they manifest la bruja. Their flesh. I'm talking about their immediate skin, how they look. That they have
So
it.
they're
This
so
is
you're
for
telling so
the
you're saying that
witches
they're
that
like skinwalkers. but just
Yeah,
an
it's
owl.
kind of like the ones that done sold their souls. That they said that their flesh they hide it like in a container or something, so that you're able to destroy the witch if you were to destroy the flesh. That if they she wouldn't be able to go back into human form. Basically, if you find the flesh, their skin, and you destroy the skin, then it's possible that she cannot sustain the manifestation of the lechusa, or maybe die. To
Wow.
my understanding, that's what I hear. That if there's a bruja that somewhere in their house they have a container when they're turning to the manifestation. I don't think it's just a lechusa. I think the other one. There's another being that's from the Philippines that can do that also. I just can't remember the name of it. It's like it's like a vampire. I just can't remember the name of it on top of my head. That it hides its skin somewhere, kind of like a shapeshifter skinwalker, right? That's what they do
Yep.
because they have
Yep.
the hides of the animals. I don't want to get off too much off a topic, but that's as far as I know that they can they leave their skin to be able to manifest and to be into the lechusa form.
Well, I
That
mean, this is a some the same topic, but like there's rumors, right? Rumors that my great grandmother was a lechuza. That's what they people say in this town. That my grandfather's mother was a lechuza. That's what they say. But I don't know if that's true or not true because that was before I was born. But that's what people say.
that your grandmother.
That my great grandmother, my grandfather's mother. Yeah,
Well,
that's what people.
there's a lot of lineage like that there in Raymondville. A
Yeah,
lot of brujas and brujos uh,
yeah.
within the families. A lot of dark magic, black magic, in Hargill, all throughout the valley, and then Mexico. That's where they all originally from. Is they come from Mexico. In the 70s, it looked like. I mean, what would be a good name to describe the 70s when I was growing up? What I would see in the sky. It was kind of like you ever see where there's a flock of birds like crows and they gather up like a McDonald's or Burger King. They're everywhere. Well,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes in the 70s, that's the way it was at nighttime with the lechuzas. They will come in
Yes.
many. There were many, and they will make a noise. And I can do the noise because you can probably do the noise because you hear it all the time. But like I said, they tormented me for a long time when I was a kid. I can
They
say
would
the
probably,
name.
yeah, they
Yes,
would
it's
probably
called
like
the Aswan.
they would probably do that because like you would like throw things at them and disrespect them and hurt them and stuff like that. Like if you just like tell them to go away, like they don't mess with you. But if you like do stuff to them, like hurt them, then yeah, they hold grudges. Those things they
Yeah, well,
do.
I'm gonna go to the backstory in a moment about that, how all that happened, and it was dealing with my brother basically. But uh, when I was a kid, uh, my oldest brother, he's 2 years older than me. He had high fevers. He was seeing snakes and spiders. Uh, they couldn't find a cure for him in the United States because he had too many high fevers. I said the doctor said they couldn't do nothing for him. The doctors from the United States, they said he was going to die because he had too many high fevers. So uh, my aunt took us to Reynosa to see a curandera, right? And the curandera said that she could heal him, but that I would have to stay with her for a couple of months. So that was the deal. We had no money or nothing like that. So I remember when she healed my brother. She healed him there. She did the thing with the egg. She cracked the egg. There was a little black uh, baby chick that came out. He had blood on it. He had because my brother would always fall down, so he had a limp. on his left leg, and his arm was kind of messed up from all the times he would fall down. So the baby chick that came out of the egg had a broken leg and a broken wing, and my brother got healed. His hand became better. His leg became better just instantly, and the fevers subsided, went away. The hallucinations and everything. When she did that, she said that there was a dark witch that did that to my brother, wished death upon him. So what she was going to do is send it back to the sender, and so he can go back to the sender, which was the dark witch, which was a leader of many dark witches. So she sent it back. My brother left, my mother left, and I stayed there with her. We were, I seen her heal a lot of people. Where some people, like there was this guy that went in there, an old man that could barely walk, and he was telling her where all the pains he had in his body, and she used her hands, her spirit, to enter the person's body. I could see this, and this unclean spirits were coming out of the person. Every place, every organ she touched, right, or locations of her body, there was these dark shadow figures coming out, unclean spirits coming out of it. There was like this guy had like four of them, and they were pretty tall. I could see their shadow figure, silhouette, or whatever. So when they were walked out of the hut, she had a little hut made out of two rooms. There were dirt. The ground was dirt, and she had a fire. So as I would see him leave the hut, she would ask me, "Are they gone?" And I would just point, and I go like this. I was 3 years old, so I seen her heal a lot of people that were in Bruja's, right? I seen her pull scorpions, pieces of glass, pieces of barbed wire, different things, different objects out of people, you know. So we're doing that till one day I wake up because we sleep in the same room. There's only two rooms. So when I woke up and I was looking for her, I couldn't find her. I couldn't find her. And I heard somebody arguing in the front. So I get up and I'm 3 years old. I go walk and I see her blocking the doorway, and she's saying something. I could hear like a lot of voices
I hate to
coming from.
interrupt you, but I'm gonna jump off. Okay?
Okay,
Okay.
Madam, yeah.
but so yeah, I was hearing all kinds of ruckus outside. I went to go look, and what I witnessed was like six witches and dressed in black, and then I seen six lechuzas that were in the manifestation of lechuzas, right, all in black. And when they see me, they say, "There he is, there he is." The women, and they're like, they're telling the curandera, "Give him to us now, give him to us now." And if you give them to us, uh, we will do nothing to you. We just want vengeance for what happened to, or I guess you would be called the main witch, right?
The
But
leader of the city.
the didn't give me up to him, and I stayed there with her fighting spiritually that night. We fought till like 5:30 in the around five. Once the sun started coming out a little bit, the brujas left and the lechuzas left before the sun rose. They all took off. Kind of reminded me of the vampire movies that a certain time once the sun starts kind of rising, vampire
Just
goes hot,
again.
the vampire takes off to its coffin. Well, they took off to wherever their nest is or whatever. But they tried numerous times. During the day they will come in their human form, and they'll be like trying to bribe me with candy. Have like a little cat, a little dog, and they're calling me to go to them. And I go back inside the hut. I go with the curandera because I already know that they're trying to lure me away because they're trying to harm me. I was 3 years old. Uh, till the day that mom came to pick me up and I came back to the States. That's how everything was happening. Uh, Not is it they had a vendetta. because the main witch got 7 times folds, right? Whatever she wished upon my brother went to her. It's, that's what happens, karma. So she died. Instead of my brother dying, she died. Yeah, but she's right. She's right. There's many lechuzas, but the ones I would see back in the 70s, yeah, you could see a white lechuza once in a while. To me, they were rare when you see a white lechuza, but the majority of the lechuzas in Removille were black. What do you think about that, cousin?
Well, I've seen some black ones there, man. Because you remember we lived in the same place, and like I said, when after we buried my mom, that me and my friend Juan were in the driveway of my mom's house, man. When I was drinking across the street in that flagpole, man. A black lechuza landed and it was screeching at us, man. And I was about to tell it something, but Juan tapped me on the shoulder, told me no. He walked out in the street, and I don't know what he said to it, but it tried to fly, it fell, and you could hear it thrashing around in an alley. I guess he killed it. But it was a black lechuza.
So, when I came back to the States, I wasn't the same no more. I wasn't a kid. I was, you could say, like a little spiritual warrior because my life was never the same after that. It's like I didn't have a childhood, you know, because I went battling spiritually with a curandera that I fought all those brujas. They couldn't touch me because the Heavenly Father was with me, the angels were with me, so they knew that I was innocent. They tried, but the curandera protected me, and of course Jesus Christ. So when I came back to the States, they were coming for me because they still wanted vengeance. So the way they showed up in Reynosa, they showed up at my house in Raymondville every Saturday on the Sabbath day. They would show up. So and I'm going to tell you why I was hitting them with rocks. It's because of the things that they were doing when they came to Raymondville to my house. I don't know about you'll make the noise or not, cousin. What do you think? I think of a thumbs up. Does anybody want me to make the screeching sound of the lechuza? Okay. The dark ones, the dark lechuzas that I will see, they'll come on the Sabbath day every Saturday. It was the same ones that came after me when I was 3 years old. Uh, so uh, they will come to our house. These are the things that we do. I could be outside and I could see them flying. I see one of the black lechuzas flying in the air, like they found the address, and the next thing you know, they make the screeching sound. Uh, cover your ears, y'all.
Cynthia's like, no.
So they'll make a screeching sound, and to call another lechuza, which will be, I'll just make it. I won't make it too loud, but that's how it sounded, right? So next thing you know, that sound. I'm just saying once that sound. When another lechuza will come, then there will be those two lechuzas be making that sound again, and then another lechuza will come. Then it's like a sonar or some sort, but it was like a calling them. So next thing you know, I got like 4, 5, 6 lechuzas flying around my home. So by then, it's like I go inside the house and I tell my mom, "They're here, mom. The brujas are here." So we locked the doors. We had the palm crosses from Palm Sunday on our windows and our doors. So we're there and we're just everything's real quiet. You know when it's too quiet? that you don't hear a peep. That's when activity picks up. When it's too quiet, that's when you know that something ain't right. So my mom is like, "Do you hear that?" We're not hearing nothing, but I know that the lechuzas are outside. Then next thing you know, you hear like whispering, and then she's like, "Do y'all hear that?" I say, "Yeah, sounds like somebody saying something or whispering." Then next thing you know, we're like, "Well, I think they're gone." Then you hear them laughing, carcajeando, chuckle. Was it chuckling?
Cackling.
They start chuckling or laughing real loud, and then you hear the talons, and it's like everything's happening around the whispering, the laughing, the talon noises, and you start hearing tapping sounds in threes on the windows. Sounds like a nail, right? Or the claw of the witch or lechuza. It goes to that to knocking sounds of threes all over the. It's happening all around us, right? And then pounding sounds, boom, 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 on the walls. So all the things that I'm saying are happening simultaneously. So as you're standing, then you hear thumping sounds underneath you, boom, boom, boom. Like wherever you stand, something's hitting you from underneath because our house was on pillars. So if something's hitting wherever you're standing. Something's hitting underneath you 3 times. No matter where you move, they're hitting underneath you. So you get the all that happening at once, right? So if that ain't enough, then you start hearing somebody running on top of the roof. Start hearing somebody running on top of the roof back and forth. Then you hear little children or the voices of children laughing, running around the house. And then uh, you start hearing somebody running from inside the house, from the last room all the way to the front room, but they will stop. Then they're running back and forth. So all the things that I'm saying, the noises all happening simultaneously. Then dishes start flying around, or they're getting broken in the kitchen all at once. Then when it would stop, as far as I can remember, it's when my father would come from church, when all that activity would stop, like a dead halt. It would stop. You go look outside. There's no lechuzas. There's nothing. But it would happen every Saturday at her house. That's why when I turned after from 3 to 11, that's how many years? 9 years. I finally make a spiritual stance against them, and I told them to leave. That they don't want to leave, so I started pounding them with caliche, with those rocks, hitting them hard because I was tired of them messing with my mother, messing with my brothers and sisters. That I wasn't having it no more. That I was going to stand up against them. That's when I knew that the brujas were touchable. If I had a weapon, 9 mil or whatever kind of weapon, if I were to shoot it, there would be one lechuza gone slash bruja. I know for a fact that they can be hurt that way. But that's why it was personal to me after being tormented for them that much long. If they would have just stayed away from me, because when you wish bad towards somebody and karma goes back to you, that's part of the balance. No, how's that saying? Suck it up, buttercup. They wish death upon my brother, but it backfired and went upon them. Right? That's part of spiritual warfare. So in saying that, uh, I believe whatever they went through, whatever happened to them, is because they wished it upon themselves. Because when you're protected by the Heavenly Father, it goes back times 7 times, 7 times fold. Yeah, chanting, chuckling, all kinds of activity because they're summoning things. The they're summoning things. That's why there's so much activity that way. When they're chanting or casting spells or opening portals, that's what they're
Yeah,
doing. They're
that
summoning to come to the house. Yeah. One thing that I know about the spiritual warfare, it doesn't matter what manifestation they take, is we're not supposed to be afraid of them, right? Can't be afraid of them. Can't give them power of belief. We take the power away, and you tie, bind, and rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name. I think there's a couple more pictures here. Where's the other one? I think that's the one with the face. Let me see something here. How you doing, Sister Monica Davis? I think I had a couple of pictures here that I downloaded just so you can. The ones that I seen, the black ones look like that, a white face, but it was a black body, huge. This right here is pretty accurate for me, because they were black. The ones in the Rio Grande, they were black, midnight black, and looked just like that kind of like huge like that. It was massive. Let me stop sharing this real quick and go to y'all. How you doing, Sister Monica Davias? Yeah, I've seen them. I had another experience that happened to me, and I'll share this. Happened to me in Killeen, Texas. Uh, of course, I had numerous experiences in the Rio Grande Valley, but there was one evening where it was like around. There was this owl that was hooting. It was making the hoot sound, and late at night, I said, "Man, I'm gonna go to where this owl is hooting,
Freaking
and
who?
I'm gonna scare it away." So I went up to the tree where the owl was hooting. And I was throwing rocks at the tree, trying to get it to fly away from there because it was messing up my sleep. So I went back inside, and I said, "I think I might have got rid of the owl." Next thing you know, I start hearing the hoot hoot again. They're hooting, right? I go back outside, and this time the hoot sound is coming from in front of my house. So I was like, I guess the owl went to the tree that's in front of my house. So when I want to go look, it wasn't by the tree in front of my house. I seen something in the middle of the road, pretty huge. It was black, right? Because that's the manifestation it took of a black lechuza. So what I'm witnessing is somebody walking down the street. It looks like the silhouette of a person, and they're moving side to side. They're walking kind of funny. So they're moving side to side, and I'm following them. And like, I see you. Who are you? Why are you coming around my house? And they're wibbly wobbling down the street. Next thing you know, I seen them like they fly a little bit to the park, like they got off the ground. I was like, what's that? So as I got close to the park, I'm looking and I say, whoever was walking down the street, identify yourself in Jesus Christ's name. When I said that, all this eyes, all the eyes, just put it this way. That's all I see is red, orange, glowing eyes on the trees, on top of the acorn trees. They're all over the place, right? There's like, man, if I were to tell you there was only 50, to me that would be a small amount of number of how many lechuzas were there at night. So what I did is I took authority over them. I tied bound and rebuked them, and I told them to leave. So I started praying, Our Father. Next thing you know, all the eyes that are looking at me from the trees, they took off. The lechuzas, brujos. What I found out, I was trying to find out if anything matched up with that. I looked it up through Google, and there was believe it or not, a witch and warlock convention in what was this convention at? It was in San Antonio. I believe the convention was in San Antonio. Yes, I just felt something block my thought process, primo. Now let me do a little prayer. Heavenly Father, is any kind of witchcraft or necromancy trying to break this connection or trying to interfere here in spiritual encrypted encounter? We take authority over you in Jesus Christ's name. We tie bound and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Leave us, leave the viewers alone. You're not welcome here. This I pray in Jesus Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, something tried to block you, man, from what I was gonna say.
Welcome, Monica Davias. How you doing? You alright, man?
Man, it felt like something blocked me, man. Like because I was saying something and I was gonna say another part to it, and then it's just like something blocked my train of
Train of
thought.
thought. Yeah, man. I was feeling that a little while ago, man. That's why I got up and went to the bathroom because I was feeling like I was about to pass out. Hey, I saw that thing you posted, man, about the very first time that you had me on the show as a guest. That was a year ago, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Monica Davies, ¿cómo estás? How you doing? Look, it's the other Monica también. How you doing, Monica?
So I don't know if your daughter's seen this one, Primo, but let's show her the one from the what I captured during the day before the sun went down. I mean, yeah, before the sun went down and it got dark. Let me share it. It's the one I
Every
captured.
every time he
Uh,
makes that sound, Cynthia, every time he makes that sound, something happens in here and out there. Let's show it, cuz.
Check this out.
Check this out, Valerie.
I'm gonna show her the original one
Uh,
real quick if she's still here.
Mystical Wonderland, how you doing? Welcome in.
Here you go, Valerie. Yeah. Here's I believe this is the original footage here. Let me share it.
Help Woodsy spread the word. Never be a dirty bird.
Look how big that sucker is right there. If you
Did you
missed
see it,
it,
man?
pay attention to the center, right here.
There it is, mija. Míralo.
Look how tall it is.
Look at those white eyeballs.
So let's do the close up of it. Oh, wrong one. Uh, now I have to go back to there and do it all over. Or you still seeing it, Primo?
Oh, I see it, man, but I don't know if a battery can see it.
Yeah, I know what happened here.
Oh, my daughter says that they see a lot of those out there at Mary's Ranch. So you seen them wood children, owl children that are there? That one's is an owl child. Got a big old body and big old ojos.
I'm still stuck on there?
Yep.
That's weird.
Yeah, Mary's got like 9 acres out there outside of Raymondville, and my daughter said they see those at the ranch.
What the? Okay, here we go. Check out this one. If this is it, it's the same one, but a closer look at it.
Wow, those eyes lit up right there. Look at that. Wow.
Back it up a little bit. Y'all see it?
I see it. See the body and everything. Wow.
All right. Let me stop sharing it. Or maybe I can do this little screen right here. And me and you there. It's showing itself.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it blocked my. I should have seen my train of thought because I was saying something about two, and then I don't remember what I was going to say.
It was draining my energy, man. I have to get up. Your mom likes to go camping out there, Valerie.
Welcome, Mr. Wonderland. Because I was saying something and I lost my train of thought. I just can't remember what I was going to try to tell y'all. I think it was dealing with. I'm trying to remember, brother and sisters. It's just my mind went blank. I remember my mother would always tell me that this witch will come at nighttime. That she would stand by the entrance to the other room, and she'd be looking at her, laughing. She described how she looked. That she had blonde hair. She was like light complected, and she was always laughing at her, making fun of her. And then when I pray to God to show me my mother's enemy, to show me this witch that she's seeing at nighttime, right? Because she was having dreams and she would invade the dream. So then one night, something woke me up. When I looked for the first time ever, I was able to see what my mother was seeing, which was a bruja laughing in my kitchen. So I got up and I look at her and I said, "You're not welcome in my house. Leave." And when I told her that, she left the house. But I was wide awake. After that I told her to leave, uh, my mother stopped having those dreams. It's just uh, making a spiritual stance against them, right? So they live near the canal where, but El Smith used to have an L, like an L canal there. Then, of course, you've got the Pony League Park or whatever it's called now. I know there's a
Veterans
Pony League.
Park called
The what?
Veterans Park.
Yeah, but there's a lot of activity there, all in that area, man. That road that goes past Veterans Park, that goes out there to the highway, there's like a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
If you go down the dirt road, and you go maybe like 500 feet or 500 yards from there to the left, there's going to be a field. And I've seen some activity there in that field during the day. I mean, during the night, where there was I guess you could say, a cult out there. They're uh, worshiping what they believe in. They had all their cars were parked out there, like in the open field, and they had like a bonfire out there, and they were all dressed in their garments. The females were dressed all in black, and there was like the I guess the Gran Brujo, uh, that he was all like in red, and they were out there. I should say, doing what they do.
That road right there by that park, man, ain't that where you cross the bridge and the hellhound didn't follow you anymore?
So what, primo?
That bridge right there by that park.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
isn't that where you saw the hellhound that it didn't cross
the
over?
canalito, the canalito. There's a little canal. That's where the hellhound follow me. But you go further up, there's a little bridge. Right there is what further up that road you go like around is that like 500 yards, or I don't know, it's not like half a mile, or not even half a mile, quarter mile. You're going to run into the location I'm talking about, where the brujas and brujos were all dressed in. The bruja had red. The brujas were all in
Black.
black, and they were doing like something out there, like a sacrifice of some sort with the fire. So she knows that area, Sister Valerie. The
Yeah.
prima,
They used to go fishing in the canals back there, man.
was it?
They used to go fishing off of those bridges in the canals back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. At night.
At night,
At
there's
night.
water. There's water
Yeah.
moccasins there.
Oh no, they would fish off the bridges, man. They wouldn't go into the tall grass. They stay on top of the bridge and fish from up there at night. I get the creeps being out there with them at night, man.
No, I'm not talking about the one that's further out. I'm talking about nearby.
They
Uh,
they fished off of all those little bridges, man.
for Catanes.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't get it, man. I don't like. See, she says yes, sir. She says yes, sir. Hello, Jaime Alanis. ¿Cómo estás, vato? Yeah, man. They would go out there at night and fish, man, and
There
fish
was
at night.
there was a good fishing spot. They had like
Yes.
a lake. Like it was like a lake. You eat
My daughter,
snakes.
my daughter says she eats snakes.
What kind of snakes?
Yeah, she eats rattlesnakes, all kinds of snakes, man. So does Maria.
What?
They live off the land, man.
rattlesnakes,
Yeah,
water moccasins.
watermelon. Hey, man, all that's edible, dude. It's all edible meat once you get rid of the poison glands. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Welcome in.
Yeah, the water moccasins there, man. They have some that are color like brown. Those are poisonous. I mean, like brownish or like light brown water moccasins. Those are poisonous. How you doing, runner? So what do y'all make with snakes?
We
Rattlesnake
just
and rabbit.
rattlesnake and rat.
How about possums?
She says rattlesnakes and rabbits.
And any possums or raccoons?
I know. I remember my mother-in-law did, man.
Squirrels?
Her grandma. I told you one time, man, when we lived across the street. Valerie was 8 or 9 months old, man, and her mom's mom came over. Her grandma came over with a plate of carne after with some frijoles and some homemade tortillas. She goes, "¿Quieres, mijo?" I said, "Yeah," and I started eating that, man, and it was delicious. She goes, "¿Te gustó, mijo?" I go, "Yeah." ¿Sabes qué te comiste? And I said, "Oh, no, ese era raccoon." I said, "What?" Hey, raccoon, man. And then she came back and fed me possum. And then she came back the next time, man, with a bowl of soup. But I stuck the spoon in, and that bone in there had too many vertebrae, so I knew exactly what it was. It was rattlesnake soup. I said, "No, thank
What did it have?
the. It had too many little vertebrae, man, on the bone. Too many ribs, and it curved like this, man. So yeah, it was a rattlesnake soup. Mary got
Uh,
home later and ate the hell out of it. She said it was delicious.
Sister Never's Angel says water moccasins are very venomous. I know there's a lot of jackrabbit out there. My friend used to eat jackrabbit.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about the rabbits out there, man. I got disrespected by one of those damn rabbits, man.
It
He
says, "Did
came
it
here.
taste good, Jesse? The raccoon."
Yes, it tasted good. I didn't know the difference between the meat of the raccoon and just regular meat. It was delicious the way she cooked it up. It was delicious. I guess everything is in the way you prepare it.
With sarcita and everything.
Yeah, it was delicious, man. It was delicious. I ain't gonna lie. As I was saying about that rabbit, man, I was standing there in the dark, man, because the cows got out and they were chasing the cows. So I was standing there at the gate. So if they came, they would go right in. And this damn jackrabbit comes out of nowhere, primo. He stands in front of me, looks me up and down, turns around, and instead of running away, just starts walking. I go, "You mother!" He totally disrespected, man. Didn't have no more killing intent, man.
Yes, I am. I've seen a coven of brujas. They tried to come after me when I was 3 years old.
Well, jackrabbits, they gotta be in season, Cynthia. If they're not in season, then they're chock full of worms. But when they're in season, they're good to eat. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Yeah, that's actually pretty good, Edna. When I get barbacoa, I get cheek and tongue meat. Salud, salud.
All this things started happening after I made that whistle sound, man.
I told you every time you do that, man. I don't know, Cynthia. That's kind of that's kind of sucks. Oh man.
Tell your daughter if she's ever run into the Llorona out there while she's been fishing
Well, she
or
can
in the
hear you,
stream.
man. She's here. She can hear you.
Has she run into the Llorona?
I have no idea.
There was a bridge over there by Willimar where there was a woman in black always being spotted on the bridge. That if you stopped on the bridge, the woman in black would appear in your back seat.
Hmm.
But as soon as you leave that bridge, that she would disappear.
I don't know, man. That's why I hate driving around in South Texas, man, because all of a sudden stuff pops in the back of your car, man. I hate driving in that in the valley.
So since we're talking about brujas, let me show a couple of pictures that I have here. What I think is a bruja of the area in Elms Grove. Let me show it to
So,
y'all.
so, Valerie, have you run across the Llorona since you live near the canal? No, she says she's never seen her cousin.
Never.
Betting her mom has.
All right, here's let me show you the possible bruja from Elms Grove. I believe she's in disembodied form here, or in spirit. There you go.
Oh wow, that's a trick. Is she wearing like a black suit with a zipper down the front?
What do you think about that?
I think she's been smoking a lot of pot because her eyes are really red.
Yeah, she looks freaked out now.
Yeah, she really does, man.
See what the
Is she
people say about this photo.
is she wearing a mask? The running man. What's over her face though, man? I don't. I thought she was wearing a white mask.
Sister Neva's Angel, she said that's her favorite pick.
Yeah, that is her favorite pick. Her hand look, yeah, it does look like the one that's on her leg or around her cat that she's holding there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That she might have a noose around her neck.
That's what I was trying to see. I thought it was a zipper. It could be a rope.
That's what it seemed like to me. Like she has a rope around her neck. I'll be right back.
Hey guys, is it me or behind her arm that she's holding up? Doesn't that look like a yellow eye and a black pupil of something humongous that's behind her and is looking at her? Do y'all see that or is it just me? It's like a yellow reptilian eye, and it looks like a reptile, a huge reptile. Well, I had never seen that before, but I'm seeing it now. Wow. Does anybody else see that? There could be a dragon behind her, what I'm thinking. I don't know. It's a huge reptile. That's what it looks like to me anyway. And I don't see it above her. I see her beside her where her face is off to my left. Right there by her shoulder, there's a yellow eye with a black reptile. It's a reptilic eye right down to the slit. It's got a black slit. It's yellow with a black slit, and then you can see like a big head around it. Yes, Jaime, I know. A spirit knows a spirit, Jaime. They're hanging out.
I had to go get some allergy medicine, man. My allergies were acting up bad. I will make the whistle sound next time.
Hey, cousin,
Yeah.
have you ever noticed in this picture on the on her side where her hand is lifted up in the air? There's a yellow eye with a reptilian slit, and then you can kind of see like a big reptilian head around her. Because that's kind of a strange color for a plant. It looks like a reptilian eye.
What I'll do, I'm gonna try. I'll try to get the original picture, man, so you can see the full picture if I can find it. The original picture.
Mm-hmm.
I need to look
Okay.
for it.
But that does look like a big dragon that's right beside her.
Yeah. Something
Yep. That's a
here.
yellow eye.
There's something here.
That's a yellow eye with a reptilian slit, man, for the center.
It could be her familiar.
No, her familiar's in her hand. She's got a black cat in her other
Right
hand.
here. The, there's a cat,
Yeah, right there. And
and there's something here also by her other hand, underneath her hand.
well, I'm looking at that yellow spot behind her that's got that black line going through it. That looks like a dragon, man. What's going
Here.
on, my boys? Welcome. If you go to my left side of the screen, right by her shoulder, you see a yellow color with a black line going through it, man. That's a reptilian eye, man. And then you see a big the head that it goes on is humongous. Looks
Mm-hmm.
like a dragon. It's got scales.
There you go. Someone says I see a bat.
Batman. No 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 no.
Uh, let's see.
Yes, Jaime. Yes, I know they're there.
Okay.
No, it's standing behind her, Cynthia. Off to the side.
Oh,
Not.
let me put it back out there again. I hit the wrong button.
It would be my left side, her right. Right there, cousin. Go up a little bit. No, go up a little bit. Right there, right there. There's a yellow eye right there. The cursor's on it. Come back down a little bit. Come back right there. That's the yellow eye. It's yellow with a black line going through it, and you can see scales on top and scales on the bottom. So that's the head. It's looking right at her. I can't be the only one that's seeing this. I mean, it's huge. The eye is bigger than her damn head almost. It can't be a flower. That's for damn sure.
All right. Uh, I have another picture, another Lechuza somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, where am I at?
You were looking for a picture of another lechugas.
All right. Uh, okay. That's y'all. There you go.
Damn, that thing is freaking huge, primo. That's a wolf, man. Wow. That's a huge man.
Yeah, that one's creepy right here. Yeah, that one's creepy right there.
Did you hear a growl just now? Jaime wants to know.
Somebody said they heard a growl.
Yeah. Welcome, Avani Mahila.
Somebody says they see a witch. A bunny. I'll let you share a story, cousin. Let me. I'm gonna look through the archives here. I think I have a picture in here. Let me look. Right.
The story about Brujas. Well, I shared my story of my first experience with a Bruja. Um, I know of this Bruja that is from Mexico that my mom knows, and she does not transform into a lechuza. She transforms into electric current, cousin. She can
Electric.
go. She can travel through electrical wires. Because when my mom's sister was in the hospital passing away, my mom told her she was gonna. Okay, Cynthia. My mom told her that she was gonna be there with my aunt, and she told her, "Well, if you hear any of these instruments popping, don't be afraid. It's me. I'm coming to check on the equipment." And hello, casual conversations with GNA. How you doing? And my mom said that night that all the machinery that was on my aunt, it was popping, and that it was that witch. I can't remember what her name was, but that she can actually turn herself into energy. Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah. Here's another picture. I don't know what it is, man. There was a day that I captured when we went back after the six DDN appeared around me in the woods, and my nephew got this other image in there. I'm gonna share with y'all. I believe it's shaped as a skinwalker, which that would be considered as a. Since we're talking about brujas and lechuzas, you can add that to the mix because that's what they're about: witchcraft and necromancy. So I got this picture that nobody's seen, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share the picture that I have, but I'm gonna crop it real quick to get a better close up look at it.
Yeah, I'm about ready, man. I'm fighting to stay awake.
You
Been a
finally
busy
stay awake.
day. It's been a busy day, man. And then after you made that screeching noise, it's like I got all my energy sucked out, man, for some reason.
Sorry about that, man.
It's all right, man. But
Hey,
I've been fighting.
let me see if I can find the picture real quick. I wanted to share it with you. Then we here it is.
Balls of what, Jaime?
Let's work on that picture to get a
Jaime
closer look
says,
at.
Jaime says, yes, Jesse, there's certain witches in Mexico that change into balls. Into balls of what, man? If they change into balls, then we're all in trouble. How you doing, Deborah Northworthy? It's been a while. Welcome in, my friend. The subject tonight is lechuzas and brujas, which is harpies and witches. I don't drink coffee, Jaime. It's bad for your libido, vato. It's crazy how much witches can do. Yes, it's crazy what anybody will sell their soul for, Edna Wilson. To get something, you gotta give something. So it's a trade. Yes, Edna, balls of energy.
What's weird is that I just shared this photo here and I can't find it nowhere.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jaime.
But do you
I
do you see
tried.
it?
Vato. Do I see what, primo?
This picture?
No, I see me and you. That's it.
Oh shoot.
I see me. I see you. I see the chat. That's all I'm seeing.
My bad. Here we go.
What the heck? Is that? Am I seeing what I think I'm seeing, cousin? Is that a? What the hell is that? It's got a big mouth with pointy teeth.
No, I'm gonna take a closer look at it. I'm gonna work on it.
Is that Jaime when he wakes up in the morning looking for menudo?
It's you're gonna make us lose another viewer, man.
No, man. Jaime knows I'm just playing with him, man. He ain't gonna take that serious, bro. I'm playing, Jaime. No, no te agüites, vato. Estoy jugando. Puro así, listen. Hey, man. Sometimes I look like that in the morning looking for barbacoa. And it better have pico de gallo. I don't know, in Wilson. It looks like he's got his mouth open. He's showing all his pearly whites. Anyway, Jaime, I was just playing, bro. Don't don't abandon ship, bro. Sorry. You know, it kind of looks like Venom, cousin. At least what I'm seeing does. I think
Okay.
there's actually three different things right there in that one spot. Yep, there's three different things. And look at that big one in the background, man. He's got a hump in the back. Yeah, the one in the back is big, cousin. The one in the front looks like a lizard, a reptilian.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that one looks like a reptilian. And then there's something behind him that looks like a female, and then there's something in the back that's even bigger than both of them.
It looked like he's got something on
Yeah,
his head.
he's got a pompadour, like he's got a ducktail where he's a greaser. I
Are you sure he's not a hide of a coyote?
don't know what it is, man, but I see his eyes, his nose, his mouth. I think he even has a mustache, but he's huge, man.
Yeah, my nephew captured that. He's been having it with him for years. He's got the original photo. original photo of it, but I made it that bigger, amplified it bigger so to see what was there.
Damn, look at the mouth on that black one, man. The eyes are white. It looks like a well, it's not a reptile, man. It might be a wolf. I see ears. Might be a werewolf, man, or a dog, man. He has a snout. I'm looking at the snout, and he does have two black ears. Yep, this Lobo.
Just wanted to share with you.
I never seen that picture before.
Yeah, I've never shown it.
Wow.
All right.
Welcome back, people. Yeah, there's a one behind the one with the wolf head. It looks like a female, and there's the big. I'm gonna call him a titan standing behind both of them.
The which one people?
There's the black one that looks like a wolf. Then there's something behind him that looks like a female, and then behind her there's a big giant dude that I told you I could see the.
Oh yeah. Let me show that one. Let me find it. Shoot. Okay.
Dude, I can't no longer ninja vanish in real life, man. My legs drag. I can't pick them up. So you hear my foot.
Here we go. I'm thinking this is the one you're talking about.
Wow,
Oh, what happened?
they moved.
You see it?
Yeah. Yep, yep. That's what I was looking at right there.
There they are. Oh man, I thought I had paused it.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right, Ronnie. I had a friend that he got caught human smuggling, man, and they told him to go to court with peppercorns in his pocket and throw them out in the courtroom as he was walking, throw them out of his pocket that it would keep him out of prison.
You can see it pretty good right there.
Yeah, it's big, man. Man, you know you're old when your skin feels like leather.
Alrighty.
Hey,
I know.
Primo.
Yeah.
Casual conversations with Jean A. Asks for prayer because she's starting to feel sick and she has a big day tomorrow.
All right. Let me get out of here. You want to lead the prayer, Primo? Or
Man, right now I'm praying over myself, man. I'm in a lot of pain right now too.
okay, okay. Let, let me catch up to the comments and we'll pray.
Man.
Okay. So, Heavenly Father, this time I'd like to pray for anybody that's going through anything spiritually. Uh, for you to allow us to maintain our heavenly love foundation. We pray for the sick. We pray for those that are spiritually afflicted. We type and rebuke any unclean spirits, negative energies that are trying to come up against us in a negative way. We type and rebuke them through Jesus Christ. For you give us the strength, the wisdom, the knowledge to able to grow spiritually, but at the same time to maintain, sustain, and overcome any trials and tribulations that come away. All this will be done in your name, Heavenly Father. Uh, will be done in your name. We tie, bind, and rebuke any witchcraft and occultic sick this time. This we pray through Heavenly Father. Amen.
Man. Hijo, su- a weed eater. It was the weed eater.
Yeah, I think when I made that the sound, man, it took a
It took
toll.
a toll on me too, man. I feel completely exhausted, man. I have no energy.
Almost 2 hours. Share one more. Should I share one more?
Go ahead, cousin. We got 7 minutes. Eight. 8 minutes.
Let me look through the archives.
Pull out the Rolodex. So, has everybody enjoyed the show so far? Hit the like button and post some thumbs up if you enjoyed the show tonight. Because I think it was a mighty fine show. A mighty fine show.
There's one more I wanted to share with you. I can we forget about her. When it comes down to witches, we got the succubus.
Hope it's not the Huggibus Succubus.
So let's go to the picture of. You ready?
Ready?
I'm not sharing yet.
Nope, nope.
Okay. Here we go. We'll go to the as
What,
the well.
what in the world of Carter Garp is this?
There you go.
What is that, a squirrel? What is that?
It's not a scroll, cousin. That's pretty tall. This window here. There's a window up here. It's tall. That's like probably. Phew, I couldn't. I can't even reach the window with standing up there.
Good night,
Probably
Cynthia.
7 foot tall. But
Rest well.
what I'm trying to tell you is this. Here she is,
Oh, wow.
the succubus.
Is that a yellow eye?
Here's her face.
It was
She
a
got hair.
yellow eye.
There's all kinds of activity here in this picture.
Well, Jaime, at least you put hug your bus and not hug your butt. That's crazy, cuz.
What's that?
I said, that's crazy. That's a crazy picture, man.
What are the viewers saying? Are they asleep too over there? Falling asleep on us?
Well, Cynthia left. She said she had something to do. Avani Mahala says that he sees a serpent.
You're welcome, Sister Cynthia. And we had a no show on a certain individual that said that was going to be here tonight.
Yeah, well, most of the people from PRT are not in here yet, man. I think Josh
So
might still be on.
they're still going strong over there.
It might be. Let me check.
They're done over there.
So you got it on speed dial.
So we got her there, and I got one more to share real quick. Let me find the other one quick.
Oh yeah, they're done over there. I don't see them. So yeah, man, she asked and asked to be on the show tonight, and then she didn't even bother showing up or telling us she wasn't gonna show up, man.
Yeah, she said she wanted to be on here, but it's okay. She got demoted.
Well, she maybe the
She's
wind
demoted.
maybe the wind blew her papers away from the story she was gonna share. No, Edna, she didn't make it. She's the one we're talking about that was a no show. Hey, it's Friday night. Maybe she went out.
Could be.
And as a reminder, gentlemen, just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, there's not going to be a show tomorrow night, as far as I know. Am I correct, cousin?
Yeah, probably. Most likely not. Uh, let me share. I can't find it there. Let me see something here real quick. Uh, I think that was a pretty good show tonight, brother. Cousin Jesse.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, man. It was a good show.
I think some people just you know wasn't up to it.
All I know, man, is I'm very, very happy that my daughter came on here, man.
Yeah, that's good. We need to have her come on again, but this time let her. If she's seen anything or witnessed anything, let her speak because she is from Rainbow. But I understand how she wouldn't want to say anything because you don't want no backlash,
And she still
especially
lives there.
still living in Rainbowville.
Hey, man.
I,
Out of all the people in Raymondville, she's the only one that's Carbajal. She's the only Carbajal in Raymondville.
in Rainbowville, primo.
Yeah, she's the only Carbajal in Raymondville in South Texas. She's the only Carbajal there in Raymondville.
She looks just like her mother, man.
Yeah, I know, man. She's beautiful. The most beautiful thing I've ever made, man, or helped
She's the
me.
oldest.
Huh?
She's the oldest.
Yeah, she's my firstborn.
Yeah, I remember when she was born, Primo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the apple of my eye. Think back and I cry. Where have the years
What?
gone, bro? Where have the years gone? I feel so old. She has six little ones of her own.
6?
Yeah, three boys, three girls. I hope I live long enough to get great grandchildren, man. That would be awesome.
Great grandchildren.
Yeah, I
How,
have
how
six.
how old is her oldest?
I think the oldest is gonna be 10. No, no, her oldest, he's 19, man. He'll probably be 20 this year. And his little brother is 18. It's gonna be 18. The other ones are smaller. The oldest girl is gonna be, I think, 10, and the twins are gonna be 9, I believe. And the little one is gonna be maybe 4. But yeah, we reached the 2 hour mark, cousin. You're
I will
welcome,
just
baby girl.
share
Huh?
the last one here. You know which one I'm talking about.
Ooh, there he is. It's
Right here.
Michael. It's Michael Jackson. He's hiding in the trees. Wow.
Can the people see it? Or everybody fell asleep on me?
Oh no, they're still in here, man. But bring it closer so they can really see it.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, I can see it because I see Michael and I see that grape ape that's sitting next to him.
I'm trying to
Yes,
find it.
everybody. I try, I try. Like I said, Abe's a straight man, and I'm the plucky comic relief. I'm I'm the Costello to his Abbott.
There you go. Let me see if I can send it to you all. All right. Let's see if it pops up.
Oh, it's small, man, but I could see it. What you doing there, Michael? I thought you were dead. Quit hiding in those trees. Thank you, Edna. Thank you. My cousin's a very serious person, and I just love making him laugh.
Ooh,
Hi, I want to play a song for you. Do you remember the time? Uh,
Hey, cousin, I was sharing the picture and I lost connection over here, dude.
oh wow. You see what happens when you make that noise, man? Everything goes haywire, man. Look, it's Michael.
Michael,
Michael
can can
Jackson.
you can your daughter see that?
Probably. And she's still in here.
Well, I just noticed something, but I don't know what that is over there.
I see Michael and I see that other thing that doesn't have any lips or eyes that's standing by her.
Possible another one here.
Yeah.
You guys the one with the mouth open here,
Yep.
and possibly another one here.
A baby one?
Yeah, right
Oh,
here.
did Michael have a baby?
But this one's got his mouth open. Looks like a reptilian or something. Looks like it got horns or something. Then you got this one. See, they're sitting with a smile. Look at her.
That's Michael.
He lives.
I'm gonna call him Michael Jackson on his wooded tour. He got spotted, so now he just wants to beat it, beat it.
All right, all right. But whoever's here viewing is going to take is going to get a lucky get to see something that I haven't shared to no with nobody yet. I was working on this picture, and I'm just going to share it before we call it a night. I don't, cousin Jesse hasn't seen it either,
My
but I
daughter
didn't.
said they look like they're smiling.
So I got three photos here.
Michael and Tito, Edna.
So here we go. Let me share this. Tell me what y'all think about this. So I got the original photo also, but this is a close up. So let me see if I can find the original photo real quick. Screw it. Let's go. Let's share it. Here we go. Not Michael. Michael, get out of the way.
What the heck? I see a big white face. Cause
Do you see him?
I see one, I see two, I see three. Possibly. Oh wow! I see that big one in the background. Those are okay. I see it, cousin. I see the big one in the back. It's the biggest head I've ever seen.
Which picture frame is going to make it stand out?
With that one, you can see both of its eyes right there, and the ears. Basically, the whole head and the snout.
This is a close up, so I'm gonna look for the picture, and I'm gonna share the original picture so you can see how it looks. But let me get to it real quick. See if I can find it. Okay. What do you think about that?
I think that's a big sucker, man. That's almost as big as the one you were playing chicken with. Bonnie Mahila says it looks like a Chinese dragon face. I see the face of a dog, of a werewolf, of a wolf. I know as soon as my head hits that pillow, man, I'll be out.
I'm just trying to find the original picture. And that's crazy that when you're trying to find something, that it's like it don't want to pop up. You know. I think I'm close to it. Let me see. All right. Trying to find it.
Dude, I almost passed out sitting here because it got quiet, real quiet. Yes, Edna, yesterday when we were on open mic night, my cousin was telling a story about when he went to the cemetery and the truck that he was driving got picked up from behind and it wasn't going anywhere. It tore the tailgate off the truck. It was a big black shadow figure, and he went home. When he got there, me and his brother came out and checked out the truck, and then I asked him to take me to the store to buy some beer. Well, on the way back, it came out of the woods and it was chasing us down the street. And my cousin got mad and started playing chicken with it.
There's the original picture right here, Primo. Look how big they are.
Yeah, I see it. I see him.
This the same area. This is the area where they run beside me real fast.
Hmm.
This could be the things that ran right beside me.
Yeah, it could.
It's kind of like they're guarding the path because there's a way out. You see this path right here?
Uh huh.
That's the way out, and they're guarding the path. What do
That's
you think?
crazy. That's crazy, man. So you can
Look at
come in, but then you gotta fight to get out.
it's kind of like they were waiting for me.
I told you, man. Every time you go somewhere, they're there waiting for you.
They're huge, right?
Yeah, very huge, man.
There they are.
Look at that thing, or those things.
I'm just this is just a close up of them, but there's the original picture right there. In saying that,
Oh, how did we get flipped?
there we go. Let me look at the comments, catch up real quick.
What's
They
up?
looked like they were smiling.
What's up, Madeline? What's up, Dick? What's up, August? Y'all late, man. We about to get out. Hi, 5T Hat 5. How you doing? Randy Victoria Alexander, how y'all doing?
How you doing?
Lawrence Morgan, how you doing? What's up? We're about to close the show, man. We've been on for 2 hours. Unless cousin's gonna stay on.
I can go on for another 30 minutes. I don't know if you got battery power, but I know you're tired, cousin.
Yeah, I'm almost out of battery power as well.
Uh,
Yeah, I told cousin that Josh was probably still on. That's why y'all weren't here.
We were having technical difficulties because we are going to start at 11, or else we would have been done by now. Uh,
Hello, Bounty Hunty Bear.
but we fixed the technical problems and we've done a 2 hour show.
All right, Dick Richards. Have a good night, man. Rest well.
Good night, Dick Richards. But whoever was here, they got to see some pictures that I have never showed nobody. I showed two pictures that I never showed nobody. So,
Madeline said there was a corn roasting session on PRT.
oh wow, it turned into popcorn, eh?
Yeah, Jaime, there's not going to be a show tomorrow due to Mother's Day.
Yeah. See what happens. I can see what happens on my part because I think my my granddaughter's here for the weekend, so I may not even go out tomorrow. We might have a cookout. I don't know. We'll
Hello,
see.
Felicia Hofer.
Uh, we'll see. I might have a surprise show, a late night show or something. I don't know, or an early show.
God bless you too, Dick
Oh, that's right.
Richards.
The wrestling is tomorrow, cousin.
What wrestling?
The one with Randy Orton versus John Cena
Is it going to be a like Saturday night main event?
from 47. Yeah, they're fighting tomorrow.
Is it on pay per view?
Peacock.
Okay, I can see it on Peacock.
It's tomorrow.
You know what time?
I think it's at 47. I'm not sure.
All right. Y'all missed it. Cousin Abe did the Lechuza sound and everything messed up. Hello,
Yeah,
Rain. How you doing?
yeah. All kinds of crazy things started happening. I started getting allergies real bad. I mean, we had you missed it. Cousin Jesse's daughter was is here. She was live with us for a little bit
Yep.
since
I'm
we had a
very
no
happy.
show from a certain individual that said that they wanted to be here as a co-host or co-host something.
Never asked to be co-host again. You've been demoted. Stay in the chat.
Yeah, stay in the chat. Use the wrench and moderate. Oh man, yeah. La Prima was on here for a little bit. Oh, there she is.
Demoted, sailor. Stay in the chat.
Demoted. We did a 2 hour
Stay in the
show.
chat. Stay in the chat. Yeah, I know. Se me hizo fácil to tell Abe to go ahead and do it. I gave him two thumbs up, and then he did it, and he started choking over there with his allergies,
Allergies.
and
Allergies.
I got all my energy sucked out, man. I don't even know how I'm awake.
Then somebody who needed prayer. Somebody said to do a prayer, so I prayed. Uh, Casual, right?
Yeah, casual
GNA.
conversations with Gina.
Yeah, I've done a show with them, Primo, long time ago. I told them whenever they want to do another one, let me know, or if they want to jump on here, they're more than welcome. Uh, I don't know. I think she might be on the other side of the world timeline because we done a 2 hour show already.
Yep.
It's Mother's Day weekend, so
I'm just glad my daughter came on here, man. I got to see her.
yeah.
She looked like her mama. All right, man. And saying
Yo,
that,
we was talking about Lechuza. She was telling her encounters of what she's witnessed over there in Rio Grande Valley, Raymondville, Texas.
casual conversation says thank you, Mr. Abe.
You're welcome. Yeah, whenever you want to jump on here, I know they have all kinds of stories from Califas from California,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I've heard of a possible Nosferatu over there,
Oh wow.
California, or some kind of creatures that are like they're like Nosferatu, but they're uh, like like vampire, almost snakes or with fangs. I just
Oh
can't remember the
wow.
name. Reptilian, possibly. I don't know. What do you think the luchadores wear all those masks with designs and stuff?
To hide their ugly face. I don't know.
Say, y'all missed a good show, guys. Sorry, we got 40 viewers now.
What's going on, Random Files? Welcome in, man. Now that there's 40 people in here, I don't think Primo Abe's
How you
gonna
doing,
want to
Sister
quit.
Nelly? How you doing, Sister Nelly?
Oh, she's the Random Files. That's right. How you doing, Miss Nelly?
You got Felicia Humphrey, Randy, Victoria. So they were making popcorn over there
Uh huh.
tonight. We made popcorn yesterday. We
Yeah, we
made
popped some corn. We popped
popcorn,
some corn.
pork chops, and fried hippo last night.
And we saw a pig riding a pig.
There's Brujas in LA. Yeah, my brother lives in San Diego.
You gonna keep going, cousin?
I might, I don't know. I mean, you say you got a little bit of battery power, but yeah, I can keep on going for go another hour or another till 3.
Hey, Jaime, you forgot Tinieblas, fool. You gonna count Santo and Blue Demon, but you forgot Tinieblas.
El Santo,
Josh, Josh was talking about yesterday's show.
was that?
August Bradshaw said that Josh was talking about yesterday's show.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Madeline. I can't keep going. I had all my energy sucked out. I don't even know how I'm awake right now. What's going on, Andres? ¿Qué pascuis, man? You were no, 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 no. No, no, no more co-hosting, Sailor Nemesis. Stay in the chat. You've been demoted. What's up, Faith View? I don't drink coffee, man. Sorry.
yeah. We probably are not going to run too late. We can chit chat here for a little bit, but we showed all kinds of things. Y'all missed out on some pictures that were never seen before.
Yeah, he already did that, Lawrence. He did the Lechuza news already, and stuff went down. I got, I got my energy sucked out, man. After cousin made that Lechuza sound, I'm struggling right now to keep my eyes open. I'm about to do that shit they did in the cartoons and put the toothpicks in there to hold my eyelids up.
I still got a lot of pictures that I gotta really look into to like the one I worked on that I showed you. For those that missed it, I can probably show the last one again real quick since I got them in the archives. But I know cousin Jesse's tired some.
Oh, y'all didn't see my shirt. Look at my shirt. I'll call it Spiritual Samurai.
I'm watching. I'm watching.
Wow.
Watch out. I'm watching, primo.
See,
What's up, Rebel? We got the co-host over here,
oh, what
Rebel.
the? It's a rebel. Yeah, but tonight is Friday night. Lechuza and Brujas was the theme of the show.
What's on the shirt? It's a owl, a lechuza, and the eyes glow in the dark.
August Bradshaw. No, we don't make the shirt. This is a spiritual encrypted encounters merchandise. If you need some, contact Brother Abe Cias, Sergeant Cias, or Count Cias.
Yeah, I normally do the shirts for the show. I still got other shirts, cousin, that I need to send your way. More shirts. So I'll do it for the show, for like when. But if you
Keep the
do like
merchandise.
some of the shirts, let me know.
Keep the merchandise. Yellow Tiger, Red Tiger. We belong to the Wolf clan. Got my protection. Got my little skull. Got my protection and some selenite. Got more down in here. So if y'all need some merchandise, contact Brother Abe or Sergeant Cias or Count Cias.
No, I don't print them, but I purchase them. I purchase them, and I get them for the show, so we could, it's okay. Let's do Lechuza. I got Lechuza. We got Scooby Doo. We got Tales from the Crypt.
Werewolf,
We got the
werewolves.
Thunderbirds or Firebird. We got Death Reapers and werewolves and lycanthropes, Wendigos. I got some Wendigo shirts and just a variety
Actually,
of shirts.
this right here is the my most favorite shirt that he sent me, and I've always felt this way. Just an
Yeah,
honorable warrior.
I got some more that I need to send your way. It's just I've been not feeling too well, but I'm hanging in there. Let go of a certain medication that was affecting me pretty bad at nighttime, and all I know is I'm doing better now. So that's a good thing.
Yes, Nelly. See my name on there that you said Jesse. How you doing, CBC?
Representing Scooby Doo. So I had to make room in my closet for all the shirts that I have. My wife was like, got on me. Was like, hey, you trying to take up my space? You're not gonna take up my space. You better put some of that stuff up somewhere. So I was like, yes, Sergeant Major.
Madeline said you to make Lizard Riders t-shirts. Representing Scooby Doo. Me too, Jaime. All right, man.
Yeah, we'll see. I do have a friend that makes shirts for the military. I mean, like a tanker shirts. So maybe I can help me make a logo. Talk to him and make a shirt for that represents spiritual encrypted encounters.
Oh, thank you, Sister Nelly. Thank you. Yeah, Abe gave me some names. I call him spiritual brass knuckles.
Well, it depends. What is it that you're looking for? What you're looking for. I just, like I said, I get on. So when we do our lives and I put a title, we just dress up for the show. For our viewers that
Good
support
night,
us.
Maria.
But yeah, if you
Rest
like a
well.
certain shirt that we wear here in Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, let me know which is a shirt, and I'll see if I can do something. Just gotta let me know what shirt is it that you like. Normally the shirts they run one size smaller. So if you're a 1X, I will have to get you. If you're a large, it will have to be an extra large. They're like, you know, the size is off some. So if you're a 2X, you got to get a 3X. And vice versa. If you're extra small, you could get a small. If you're if you're a medium, you're a medium, you got to get a large. But they're pretty nice prints. Look at it. Pretty comfortable shirts. Don't you think, cousin?
Yeah. Thank you, Felicia. Hey, Maria, kiss our daughter good night.
Good night. Duende sizes, yeah, they have some duende sizes. If you see a shirt that you like that we wear here, uh, you tell me which shirt is it that you like that we wear. Hit me up on Messenger and I'll see if I can get you something if they have it in stock. Like,
Please, your size. Make sure you give your exact size because they're a size bigger. You need a size bigger.
yeah, basically.
Trying to hang on till three, cousin. I don't know if I can because of my power situation. I didn't set up the charging cord. Yesterday
Yes.
I had the charging cord, and the day before I had the charging cord.
All right, cousin. Yeah, I was gonna call it a night myself right now. But maybe I might do it one tomorrow. Now I don't know. I don't know. But I just want to say thank you. I'll let you sound off, Primo.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming in and spending time here with us. I like doing this show. I look forward to it every day. Like I look forward to y'all coming in and laughing at my crazy ass, and getting all the knowledge you need to get to become awoke. And saying that, may the Lord protect you while you sleep. May you be filled with abundance in the morning when you wake up, and may you get all your blessings. All right, cousin. Good night.
Good night, Primo.
Good night, y'all.
Yeah, we've been on for 2 hours and 33 minutes. I had me a. I was up most of the day today. I went to sleep like around one. Shoot, no, it was like almost 3 o'clock. So I slept and I woke up at 6. So I slept for about 3 hours. So I'm kind of like pretty exhausted myself. Uh, I don't know why I do that sometimes. It's like I have a good show and then I stay awake. I can go back to sleep. Take me a 3 hour power nap, but then But if y'all want to watch the replay, brother and sisters, you're more than welcome. Uh, but yeah, I got a lot of videos I need to work on, pictures I have to work on. It's just sometimes when you're going through things, it takes a lot out of you, a lot of energy out of you. And I should have done the Lechuza whistle because when I did that, it was all kinds of activity that happened. Uh, Started having allergy issues, a lot of sneezing. Cousin Jesse started feeling a certain way with I placed a certain picture up there, and just something about the picture. It like the thing when we're placing pictures with lechuzas up there. Uh, it felt a certain way with the picture. So it took some energy out of them. But spiritual warfare is very real. this Lechuzas Brujas do exist. They still exist till this day. Maybe you might have run into one uh, at the grocery store. Might have bumped into somebody that might have touched you, or they gave you a certain smile, or they gave you something as a gift. There could have been a bruja, or there could have been a lechuza that's trying to get close to you, trying to give you something intentionally. So you got to be careful what you take from people, because they could possibly be trying to do a hex on that, whatever they're trying to give you. You got to be very careful. I know I was careful when after I came back from Mexico, after being with a curandera. One of the things that she precisely told me, the curandera, she told me, do not take anything from strangers. If they're trying to give you something, do not take it, because most likely they're trying to do something to you. So it doesn't matter what it is. If it's candy, if it's a fruit, they're trying to get you to pet a dog, an animal, don't do it, because they're trying to place a hex on you. And she would drill this in my head at the age of 3 years old, not to take anything from strangers. When you hear about Snow White or Sleeping Beauty, I think it was Snow White with the apple. Well, I remember where I was in pre-K, standing in line with my hands behind my back, waiting to go eat breakfast, and you see this lady outside of the main gate, pacing back and forth, dressed all in black. She will come inside the school, past all the kids that are standing in line, and she comes come and stand right in front of me, trying to give me candy, trying to give me a fruit, and all these other kids, they're reaching for what she had, and she's swatting the kids away, and she's here like, take it, and I will never take it. And she would get mad, and then by the time then the teachers start coming out, she would take off. She would try to do this attempt every morning when I was in pre-K, but I was told not to take it, and I followed my orders, and I never took it. I think that's how my brother got sick initially, because he told me, because he was older than me. So he said he remembers being in line, and that this lady came, the same lady I described, came to him like the year before, and she gave him an apple and banana. He ate it. She gave him candy. He ate it, and he petted the animal she had. And I believe that's how she did the maldad on my brother. How he could wind up getting sick, hallucinating and seeing all the things, because she did the wrong to him. Uh, so yes, you got to be very careful. The spiritual warfare is very real, brothers and sisters. I noticed some activity like that when I was at the conference with certain individuals that were there, that they had negative attachments dealing with, uh, I believe, witchcraft and necromancy. That you could sense it. Uh, just certain individuals. So what I would do is I prayed for them, because they wanted to be free from whatever they're going through. So I would pray for them. Okay, let me read some of the comments. Prayers for Felicia. Okay. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. But in saying that, brothers and sisters, uh, see. I'm fixing to call it a night. This is Brother Abe Cias calling it from Spiritual Cryptid Encounters. Thank you for all those that tuned in. Good night, everybody. God bless y'all. Uh, Happy Mother's Day weekend, everybody. Peace out from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. So I'll see you signing off.